Good morning, Langley Leopards. Today you have Mr. Christian, and I'm going to teach you guys a new vocabulary word. The word I have for you today is optimism. Optimism sounds like some crazy word, but really, it's just the way you see and think about what's happening. So it's pretty much a mindset that you have, the way you think. It's looking for the good in situations. Does that mean I'm always smiling, like, haha, I have to? No. It just means that we're trying to have a positive outlook on life. So, I had two examples that I think that most people could almost relate to, and if not, you can think of your own. Number one would be failing a test. That happens sometimes. You might mess up on an assignment, you might mess up on a question, you might not have just been having a good day. But when you fail a test, we don't let that bring us down. When you have optimism and are optimistic, you kind of use that as a learning tool. You want to teach yourself from it. Okay, so I got numbers 3 and 4 wrong. Well, am I just going to stay defeated and be upset about it? Or can I go back and look at those problems and think, what did I do wrong and how can I fix it for the next time? But for you kids that haven't failed a test, congratulations and keep that up. Another example might be losing a competition, number 2. So this competition can be a game, it can be a sport that you play, it can be a tournament, it can be a chess match, anything. When you lose, do we just take that as, oh, I'm a loser, I'm defeated, I can't go on? I hope not. When you're optimistic, as I said from earlier, you want to learn from it. What mistakes did you make? What can you do to do better next time? I know for me, I played soccer when I was younger. Did I win every single game? No. So the games I lost, I couldn't just sit back and sulk in it the whole time and be upset. I had to think, well, what can I do to improve the next time? We want to look for the positives. So, I want y'all to remember, we just can't control everything. We really can't, no matter what we do. Even though we're playing our best, we might be playing our hearts out, that doesn't mean that we're always going to get the result that we want. So, I want to show you some ways to be optimistic. So, number 1, I want us to all focus on your success and the positives in your life. So, things are going to go right in your life. I promise you that. Things are going to go wrong. I also promise you that. But let's focus on what is going well. Let's not keep thinking about all the things that weren't doing so good. I want us to focus on what's positive. That's going to help us keep a good, optimistic mindset. Number 2, get a role model. Think of a role model that is always thinking of the positive signs or positive things in life. So we want a person that learns from their mistakes. We want someone that is just always going to be looking for the good. That doesn't mean that I'm always going to have a good time doing something, but I want to try to find what makes it good. Number 3, don't try to predict the future. And what I mean by this is, even though you may have won this previous game or passed this previous test, that doesn't mean it's always going to happen for the ones in the future. What you need to do is focus on the here and now. We can always work our hardest to get the result that we want. But if it doesn't happen, we can't dwell on it. We can't be upset. We can think, well, this did happen. I didn't want it to happen, but what can I do to make it better the next time I go through it? Number 4, focus on the solution, not the problem. So I know even me as an adult, there are going to be problems in my life, guys. There's going to be a problem in your life as a kid. So do I want to keep on focusing on what's going wrong? Or do I want to think about how can I fix it? How can we fix it? Me with a brother or a sister, a parent, or the role model that we're thinking about earlier. So we want to try to focus on that solution. That way we're getting things fixed and we're not always thinking about what's going wrong. And our last way to help be optimistic. Number 5, fake it till you make it. I know it sounds crazy, but honestly, it might be hard for some of you to think in a positive manner all the time. I know it is for me. So sometimes when things aren't going right, you just have to fake it and just say, all right, I know that we can do better. I know that I can do better. So I'm going to put a smile on my face and I'm going to think about the positives. Oh no, I just tripped and fell. Okay, that definitely stinks. But I'm going to get right back up. I'm going to keep walking. No one ever stays down on the ground. So I want us to fake it till you make it. And soon you'll be having that optimistic life. So the last thing I'm going to leave you on is a quote by Barack Obama. And all he says is, don't let your failures define you. Let them teach you. So all that means is people are going to fail. I failed and I probably will again in my life. But that doesn't mean that's who I am. I'm going to learn from these failures. I'm going to learn from these mistakes. And I'm going to do better the next time. I hope you guys are staying safe and doing well. Stay healthy. And I hope you have that optimistic mindset.